celebration, showing their appreciation to their fans at the end of the game. Mikel Arteta couldn't hide his delights with his team. A brilliant performance built, as it has been all the way through this Champions League, on their fantastic defence. Their 14th match unbeaten in the Champions League is a club record, and they've still yet to concede a goal from open play in the knockout stages of this season's competition. More clean sheets, 9, than anybody else in this competition. So 20 years on from their first, Arsenal are once again in the Champions League final, and this is the year potentially that they could finally become champions of Europe, but they're going to have to face one of those two, PSG and Bayern Munich, who will have their say tomorrow night. They renew their rivalry after that epic 9-goal thriller in Paris that we all enjoyed last week. We can just take a breath, take a moment to appreciate, Clarence, a performance from Arsenal in that second half that already the defence has been alluded to was exemplary in terms of the game management.
Yeah, I saw a champions team today. From the beginning to the end, actually. They were in control, didn't force the game in the first half. Second half, they had to work a bit harder because you don't want to risk anymore. But they know how to defend, so they really, I have to say, Gabriel was impressive today. I think a real warrior. But the whole team was very composed, calm, understood what the moment was asking for, and they gave it every time until the last minute of the game.
Daniel, every single player on that pitch knew their roles tonight. What impressed you most?
I think the drive and the tenacity of the players. Miles Lewis-Skelly was brilliant. He was controlling the tempo and the play. The positioning of the players. Rice was excellent. And Gyökeres for me tonight was the best player for Arsenal. He caused so many problems, took the stress off the defence. You know, when you launch it up top and you're thinking, can it stick? Can you get hold of it for us? Can you win us a free kick? Can you advance us up the field? He did it all for them. And for me, those are the performances that define top players. He's been questioned all season for the goals and all of these different types of things, but the performance he put in tonight was a clear reason as to why he was signed for the football club.
But he was involved in the goal, wasn't he, Theo? Should we enjoy it again?
Yeah, roll it on, absolutely. No, look, I mean, like Sturridge was saying there, Victor, he's running the channels all day, and as centre-halves as well, you don't really want to go out there, and he takes players into positions where they're not comfortable. And as well, of course, he wants to be in the back of this, but I've been in this position before when you maybe switch off. But Bukayo Saka, look, it's where you get your 6-7 goals a season, isn't it? But look, Victor Gyökeres was running those channels, and the centre-half today will never have a harder game ever, I don't feel, because that was everything about what's excellent about him tonight. And Wayne, it's incredible finish tonight as well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's been under pressure this season as well, Gyökeres. Maybe he's not as pleasing on the eye as maybe some of the other centre forwards around the world, but what he does all the dirty work, and that's so important to the team. And he obviously doesn't get his goal tonight, but he plays a role in Arsenal winning this game tonight. And you can feel, I think with Arsenal, what we're seeing now, we're seeing a maturity. You can feel it. You see teams coming through in the Champions League, and you reach quarter-finals, then you reach semi-finals, and now they've gone one step further than last year to reach the final. And that maturity and them being together for a few years now is really shown.
Yeah, and of course the crowd tonight, the fans here really appreciated the work he did. You got a sense that they are getting, you know, there's a love affair developing there with him.
They're understanding his style. You know, they're used to seeing elegant centre forwards at this football club. Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, Anelka, Robin van Persie, Adam White. These types of guys. You're used to seeing individual technical players. With Gyökeres, he's a different style, more tenacious, more physical, and you can see he's a goal-getter. He's an old-fashioned centre forward, and for me, he's exactly what they needed in these tight games. When you're playing against teams who you're going toe-to-toe and you need an out ball, that's what he's given them. That's not what they had. They've not had that for many years. He's given them something completely different, and he's helping his team to be more of a boxer, more physical, more let's have it now, let's go. I love that about his style.
Well, they've been able to enjoy the winning playlist here, and the fans have enjoyed it, haven't they? They've been dancing in the stands in front of us, enjoying this moment. They know there's work to be done, and there's work for that man as well, Mikel Arteta. We'll hear from him in a few moments' time. Arsenal fans streaming out of the Emirates tonight, pulling up no doubt to just book those flights to Budapest, the ones they might have had on hold, booking those rooms, getting themselves ready to go out to Hungary to a Champions League final. It's been 20 years since they could do that, of course. All those years ago in Paris. Well, it's Budapest this time round, thanks to that 1-0 win against Atleti tonight. Of course, it was Bukayo Saka with the goal, but it was an all-round great team performance we just saw there this evening. A team that's defence, and Clarence has gone on about Champions Leagues, are won by teams with the best defence, and they have been the best defence all season, Theo.
Yeah, I mean, what Clarence is saying then, the fact that they defend, but they want to defend as well, and even the forward players, and it's the compactness about it. They're all really willing, working together as well. And it's when one goes, they all go. And I feel like they trust each other as well. And when they all go, and I just feel that was the difference. And Mikel Arteta and the staff and everyone that have developed this side of the game, because we've seen Arsenal in times, and I've been part of it in an environment where you want to play pretty football.
Not bad to have your first match ever. Come all the way from India, he says there, and his first match ever, he's watched Arsenal qualify for a Champions League final. 30 clean sheets, Wayne, this season.
Yeah, and then the defence has been excellent. Not just the back four as well. I think midfield's in front, the forward players as well. And as a unit, they defend really well, and it's difficult to play against. And they've got players on the pitch who can go and score goals and win games of football for them. I've always said that the attacking players are the ones who win you things. They're not just the defenders, but I think they're ready to go and compete now at the top level. They've shown that obviously in the Premier League, they're in a very good position now in the Champions League as well.
And they've talked about the fans in here tonight, and Bukayo Saka said, pulling up tonight, he'd never seen anything quite like it. And there has been this kind of rallying cry by the fans to turn up tonight and show that support.
And they delivered. They were in full voice. They made it an environment for the players to feel confident in. Throughout phases of the game when things weren't going their way, and Atletico had their moments, the fans were still on side, they were still at full voice, drowning out Atletico's fans if they ever felt like they could help the team get back into the game. And the players reciprocated the energy, and they delivered too. They kept running. They never gave any moment up for any form of causes for Atletico. They kept plugging away, and in the end, they thoroughly deserved the win.
It was like a symphony. We were bouncing, energy from each other. One header defensively, and they would cheer, and then maybe a difficult moment, and they would cheer. I mean, it was amazing.
It was, and of course this is a team in Atleti who said have got themselves to final under Diego Simeone, and a team that's been, Clarence, you know better than anybody, has kind of had a few rebuilds under Diego Simeone, and there's, the talk has been the last couple of seasons, will he keep going with this team? Will he keep, this team, he's got to rebuild again. Obviously there's players who for tonight was their last ever Champions League game.
Yeah, I take my hats off for him. I mean, reaching semi-final and still competing, because it's just one goal difference, right? And I think at the end they were pushing, almost equalized the match as well. Simeone is a top coach, and he knows what he's doing. I think until he has the motivation, he will be able to pick the right players again and then build like he's done all the time.
Let's have a little look, shall we, at Viktor Gyökeres, because we talked about how great he was all game today, and pushing those Atleti players into positions and forcing the referee to make decisions that were obviously beneficial to Arsenal time and time again.
Well, when they signed him, I remember Mikel Arteta saying about, he will destroy defences, and tonight they really felt that, and he loves this. He loves this space, and it's one of those where at times this season he has been doing this, but it's not really been playing to his strengths. And I'm pleased for him, because when you come from a different league and there's an expectation for you to be a certain way, you need to have time. Some players have come to the Premier League and they haven't performed, but for me, he's like Sturridge was saying, he's actually growing in stature now, and you can see the confidence. He looks fitter, he looks leaner, and he wants to be involved in everything. But everything that was good about Arsenal tonight, it started with him. But I quite like the fact that Arsenal didn't mind going long, because at times we want to see, of course, playing out from the back, but there was a bit of nervous energy at the start when they did that, and I felt like he's a great option to have, because he allows the defence, like you say, to rest, and of course getting the goal here, all the works comes from him. But look, Clarence, he's an incredible player tonight, wasn't he?
He was, and we have another incredible player coming right now.
Well, we've seen the goal go in, and you can hear the crowd around us just getting whipped up a little bit more into a bit of